I think the core content of the project is understanding life. That's not something that we're complete with. We have a better understanding of it today than we did, I would say, even a decade ago, and when we started. And we certainly have a better understanding than we did a century ago. But that is an evolving state. And so the concept was to build a thing that would allow us to evolve with it, that ultimately our understanding of life will be different, in the life of the museum. And we need a way to actually, allow us to incorporate that evolving knowledge. If you think about, I did a big project called Massive Change, and it was based on a quotation from an extraordinary historian named Arnold Toynbee. And Toynbee said that the 20th century would be remembered not as an era of either violence and conflict or technology and innovation. And it's really hard to look at the 20th century today and think, is it about something other than technology and innovation and violence and conflict? But he said it would be an era in which we dared to imagine the welfare of the entire human race as a practical objective. That we would start to think about humans in the whole world and start to design solutions at that scale and think like that. And I thought, wow, this is the biggest idea I've ever heard. This just blew my mind. It was a Nobel speech. It was an amazing quotation. And we built our whole project. We did a 20-person years of research to try to understand whether it was true. Did we really do that? Are we committed to that? And we built our whole project around this idea that we're actually designing solutions for the welfare of all mankind. And we did the project. We opened it in Vancouver. We went to a high school. And the students there said, "You're not thinking big enough." And I said, it's massive change. It's all of mankind. We're designing the whole world. And they said, well, take the phrase all of mankind and put in all of life. That's our project. And I thought, wow, what an incredible high school. Who are these kids? Huh? But they were absolutely right. The project of the 21st century is the welfare of all of life. Because we realized that in 1957, when he said that, they thought we were above life. They thought we were here, and life was there, and it was for us. It had been given to us to use up. And now we realize, actually, that's not how it works. We have a lot more in common with the rest of life than we ever imagined, and that if we don't sustain it, we will not be sustained. So that kind of difference in understanding has been, it's a Copernican revolution. It's a different way of seeing the universe and understanding where we are in the universe. And so I think, and the museum for me is all about that journey that we're still on. The great biotic interchange is still happening. It's still going on. Our understanding of life is still growing and still evolving. And we will know more next year than we know today. So for me, it was really building a kind of foundation to say we're committed to knowing about life and to sharing that knowledge.